I glanced across the yard and noticed Robert and Brian chanting over drink. Chatting, not chanting. Jesus. And we're back. So, we were going to talk to Robert and Brian before I ran out of disk space. Hopefully, we'll get at least one date in before it completely goes out on me. I glanced across the yard and noticed Robert and Brian chanting over drinks. Man, I don't think I want to deal with being one-up by Brian or whatever happened with Robert last night. Oh no, they caught me staring. Oh no, Brian's waving me over. Shoot. I flash a smile and walk over to them. Hey, guys. Finn, how the heck are ya? Settling into the neighborhood alright? Oh, you betcha. Got the living room in order, at least. That's great to hear. I've been doing some living room work as well. Finally got that 50-incher in there. The game looks great in high def. Oh boy. Finn, have you met Robert yet? Yeah, we've met. Robert regards me over his whiskey. Good seeing you again. We were just talking about my most recent camping trip. Spent the night out in the woods with Daisy and Maxwell. She's definitely an outdoorsy one. Even caught her first fish. It's good to see you taking your daughter out like that. I bet she loved it. And it's great that she loves the outdoors. Mine loves being inside. Brian raises his eyebrows at me. Being inside, making art. She won the local competition for that art. Yep. Did I put it on too strongly? Robert stares at me blankly for a second. Anyway, I haven't gone camping in years. Not since the last time. Same here. Well, things change once you have a kid. Wait, what happened last time? Robert takes a long sip of whiskey. Well, old Johnny Boy and me, we were out in the backcountry. Johnny Boy's a strong kid. Met him in the army days. Comes from Kansas, and they build him tougher out there. Anyway, things go south pretty quick. Johnny Boy breaks his ankle when the rope bridge snapped. You could see a bone popping through the skin. Johnny Boy screaming now, crying for his mama, losing blood. We're 2 days out from the next living soul, and here I am with my dear friend bleeding out in front of me. I'm able to dress his wound, but now I got a fireman carry a 6-foot, 180-pound man over some of the toughest terrain I've ever been in. I won't lie to you, there were moments during those days when I thought about leaving old Johnny Boy. But you build a bond with your brother-in-arms, and that bond never breaks. I got that boy back to civilization, but I lost some of me out there. Guess that's camping for you. Sorry about my fan, by the way. It's very loud and noisy, and it's been on 12 hours. Rendering shit. Brian and I stare in disbelief. Robert takes another sip of whiskey. I'm just kidding. My friend John and I went inner tubing down the river, and he lost a flip-flop. Miss that kid. Brian and I laugh nervously. Or am I kidding? Brian and I tense up again. I'm kidding. Phew. Amanda and Daisy barrel up to us, laughing. Daisy's holding a paper plate in front of her like a steering wheel. We gotta get off this haunted truck. Oh no, the ghost locked the doors. Quick, hit the emergency escape button. But trucks don't have emergency escape buttons. Then hit the brake, I guess. And then we'll get out of the truck. The imaginary truck. Anyway, we're safe from the ghosts. But how will we ever survive this Arctic tundra? Daisy, you might have to eat me. Are you prepared to do that? I'm prepared to do anything to survive. That's cold-blooded. I like that. Although I'm not sure I have the materials required to properly cook you. You know, that reminds me of the last time I went skiing. Robert! Wait a second, are you guys playing Long Haul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers? Yeah! Amanda and I love that show. It's the best, especially that episode where Callum hides Flint's keys and Flint retaliates by breaking an ancient cursed urn and sending the spirit after him. Yeah. It's such quality reality television. I don't watch a whole lot of television, but I do enjoy that show. That and war documentaries. Alright, Daisy, I found us a couple of bugs. They're gonna make a great meal. Lots of protein. Gonna keep us from starving out there in this harsh, icy wasteland. there's a whole lot of there's a whole table of food right over there. Daisy, it's a game. We're playing pretend. It's what kids do. Live a little. Amanda gives Daisy a handful of gummy worms. Jeez, words. I need English. From the snack table, they eat them with mock disgust. Let's go find kindling for a fire. Okay, but not an actual fire. Because we're playing pretend? Now you're getting it. Daisy and Amanda run off. What a cute couple kids. Man, I've never seen her get along with anyone so quickly. I guess Amanda just sort of has that way with kids. That's kind of amazing. Daisy doesn't really get along with kids her age. It's nice that he's not trying to one-up on me on this one. Maybe we can have a regular friendship after all. Really? She just kind of keeps to herself. Her teachers say she spends every recess in the library. I think the other kids are intimidated by her intelligence. There it is. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Amanda was shy at Daisy's age, too. She used to have a habit of crawling under tables and crying every time we took her to a restaurant. She bit people, too. Kids, right? Gotta love them. You're required by law. I hear that. Well, since they're getting along so well, maybe we should try to put together a little play date for them. They do seem to be getting along really well, but the thought of continually hearing about Brian's accomplishments is rough. Yeah, that'd be nice. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Go meet some of the other fellas. Now we get to talk to Matt, Hugo, and Craig. Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in an intense discussion. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over and say hello. Well, I don't think it's fair to try and compare two art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because they're a unique byproduct of the social and political climate of a time and place. And to take something like that, say the Rococo period, and compare it to postmodernism in America, you're completely disregarding the context in which the work of art is created. True. Matt and Hugo seem to be so busy talking that they don't notice me. Craig leans in. Dude, I have no idea what's happening. I talked to Craig last time, so we're going to listen in on Matt and Hugo. That kind of comparison just eliminates the reason art movements are so important in the first place. You're not wrong, but I think there's no harm in comparing one work of art to another. You could definitely say that one painting is better than another if you're evaluating technical skill from a purely formless standpoint. If I showed you a Matisse, and then something by the Dutch masters, which one would you say had more technical prowess? I'm so lost right now. I shoot a worried glance over at Craig, who returns it. Well, sure, you could say that the Dutch masters were technically more skilled, but I would argue that while the Dutch masters were better painters, Matisse had better paintings overall. Art is dead! I feel like this is best for Craig, but I also feel like it's very subjective as a former art major. What do you mean? Well, the painting of the guy with the apple in front of his face is pretty nice. Matisse rocks. That's Marguerite. Right, art, sorry. You're fine, dude. We're just discussing the importance of context when talking about artwork. Listen, all I asked was if you like Van Gogh or Picasso better. Okay, real talk. Fucking Van Gogh. I saw Picasso's work recently. It was shit. Like, he just loves drawing bulls. Fucking women. That's literally his jam. And I'm not into it. At all. I understand the whole strive to, like, draw like a child thing. That's kinda cool. But when he draws, like, 50,000 pictures of bulls fucking women, I'm not into it. Just keep that in your own private collection. You don't need to share it with the world. Anyway, Hugo throws up in his hands in frustration. But they represent two completely different art movements. How could I possibly choose between the thick, creamy impasto of post-impressionism and the abstractionist beauty of Cubism? Cubism was cool. Didn't see enough of that at the exhibit. Man, that's all way above my head.
Hey,
Me too. It's all good, man. The cool thing about art is that we all perceive it differently. A single piece could have a totally different effect on each person that looks at it, and that's awesome. Just 1 minute about that. Hugo, please. Sorry. I just get really fired up about art stuff. Finn, how are you liking the neighborhood? It's pretty nice. Everyone's been super friendly. Seems like your daughter's fitting in just fine. Matt points across the yard where Amy, Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They're sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds and weaving them into little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us. What is it, sweetheart? Just a flower crown. I thought you'd look cute in it. Well, there's only one way to find out. Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his head. Am I cool now? The girl stares at him, thinking it over. No, but you're slightly less uncool than you were before you put it on. Haha, hey Finn, this is my daughter. Hello. I'm Carmencita. That's her name. Yep. Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow. Dad, look, I'm making friends. Are you making friends? You better be making friends. Yeah, actually, Amanda. You remember the cool barista from the coffee shop and my old college friend and, your teacher? Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. I didn't realize we were neighbors. Yep. And you still gonna get me that overdue term paper? Great seeing you. Amanda finger guns her way out of the conversation like a champ. She learned the finger gun move from me. I'm very proud. She definitely is a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go? Hugo looks around the party. He must finally spot him, because his eyes go wide. Ernest Hemingway Vega!
Oh.
Are you smoking? Ernest is holding a lit cigarette. Nope. I see Ernest across the way. He casually takes a long drag of a cigarette and flicks it into a gutter. Unbelievable. Excuse me. Hugo marches over to Ernest and I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Kids, right? Man, I do not envy Hugo. The last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's pants. Nearly burned down half the yard. And the barbecue before that, he actually burned down half the yard. And then it spread onto my lawn and burned down half my yard too. Hugo walks back over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him. Hey everybody, sorry about that. Finn, this is my son Ernest. Hello. Ernest looks away sulking, his hands shoved deep in his pockets. God, my fan is just freaking out, I'm sorry. Hugo nudges him impatiently. Hey. Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? Doesn't matter. Ernest? Okay, I'm in 8th grade. God, are you happy now? I'm sure you were just dying to know. Yeah, good for you. Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for the failing economy. Ouch. Nice one there, Ernest. Ernest! Oh yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you. Ernest puts earbuds in and storms off to stand in the corner. Well, that was certainly something. He seems nice. Hugo puts his head in his hands and sighs. I'm so sorry. He's having a really rough time. As much as I want to be the cool dad, I have to be the authoritarian dad. Authoritarian? Yeah. And he clearly resents me for it. I mean, I think as a dad and as a teacher, that's about as authoritarian as you can get. Honestly, are any of us cool dads? Is it even possible to be a cool dad? What? I'm cool as a cucumber. See? That right there? You can't say that. My kids think I'm cool. But for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be cool dads? I don't know. I think we just have to accept the fate as dads. We do become the machine that we once raged against. And accept our fate We've become the machine we once raged against and accept our fate to unironically wear socks with sandals. Your kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed. Amanda's 18 and she still thinks I'm cool. I yell across the yard to my daughter, Amanda, I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs. She keeps laughing. I see your point. As much as we all want it, I don't think it's as important to be cool dads as it is to be a good dad. We can't all be best friends with our kid. It just doesn't work. I mean, look at me and Ernest. Our job as a parent is to make sure our kids turn out okay. Yeah, you're right. But it'd be nice to have it both ways. Hearing these guys talk about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might come a time when it won't be like that. is college when that happens? Don't let us eat up. Don't let us eat up your time, Finn. Go meet some of the other people around the neighborhood. Burger time. I wish. Better talk to everybody else. I spot Joseph chatting with the guy from Dead Goth and Beyond by the grill. I wonder what they're talking about. I'll walk over to them. So I'm curious. Can you walk me through how you had your house painted black? Or why, rather? Where do I even start? The house is warm in the winter, it provides an artistic contrast to the rest of the neighborhood, and it complements the crimson interior perfectly. It's definitely an interesting choice. Thank you. I'm very proud of my abode. Finn, I was just having a conversation with Damien about his aesthetic design decisions. Damien regards me up and down with a warm but critical eye. How do you do? I don't believe I've had the pleasure. I think I saw you in Dead Goth and Beyond the other day. Damien's face turns bright red. I must apologize for my behavior that day. You see, I take the goth lifestyle very seriously, and to be caught in a ruse by such a corporation as Dead Goth and Beyond was profoundly frustrating indeed. I hope that you know while my anger may have been justified, it was no such way for a gentleman to act. It's okay, man. Do tell me about yourself. Are you new in the area? Yes, my daughter and I just moved the other day. She was the one I took to Dead Goth and Beyond. Very good taste on her part. Does she partake in the goth lifestyle? I think for a second. I look over at Amanda, who's hanging out with some of the other older kids in the neighborhood. Hey Amanda! Would you consider yourself a goth? Amanda yells back. I wouldn't necessarily try to fall under any specific label, but if I had to choose, I would be more or less describe myself as a twee hipster with some normcore leanings. That's a cool though. Ah, pity. Are you enjoying the party so far? Oh, definitely. Thanks for putting this on. It's nice to be in a cul-de-sac where everybody's friendly and welcoming. Amanda walks up to the conversation. I also like the Lost Boys a lot. Really good movie. Does that count as goth? It would, my dear. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Damien Bloodmarch, at your service. Damien finishes the sentence with a flourish and bow, producing a single rose and offering it to Amanda. Amanda blushes and returns the gesture with a curtsy. My, do you know how to treat a lady? Hello, Amanda. Seemingly out of nowhere, Joseph's kids appear. Are they speaking in unison? Hey! Won't you come play with us? Come play with us! Forever! Guys, enough of the creepy fringe chick. We talked about this. Kristen and Christy slowly back away. Where do you think they got that from? Oh, where do you think they got that from? Mary pops into the conversation, wine in hand. Hey, me too. I don't know. Mary takes a long sip of wine. I think I might have taped over a VeggieTales VHS with The Shining. Who knows? She takes another sip of her wine. Where's Krish? Wasn't he with you? You had him a moment ago. He's probably stuffing dirt in his mouth. He'll be alright. Toddlers are pretty resilient. Mary tips her glass to me. And my first time to this rodeo, the rodeo, a rodeo, any rodeo. It's my fourth. I should have squeezed 4 little... Sweetheart, would you do me a favor and see if I can Krish? That would be great. I'm sure he's fine. Mary. Okay, jeez. Mary finishes her wine and wanders off. Dad, can we go now? Lucian, have I introduced you to Finn yet? Hey, it's that punk from Amanda's school. I remember you. Whatever. Let's not wait for a young man to speak to his elders. Be polite. Lucian bows. Whatever, sir. Lucian bows again. Mr. Christensen, may I have a veggie burger, sir? Coming right up, bud. Are you a vegetarian?
Oh.
Make that 2 veggie burgers. Did you know that some people in the Victorian area were vegetarians? They described carnivorous type people as blood lappers. Dad. That's really interesting, Nabian. Joseph turns to the grill. Just a hint of tattoo peeks out from underneath his sleeve. Can't believe I didn't notice it before. It looks like the bottom of an anchor. Whoa, is that a tattoo? Yep, I wasn't always a youth pastor, you know. That's so cool. Wanna see mine? What? Damien pulls back some rubber bracelets to reveal a lopsided 666 in black ink. My buddy gave me a stick and poke tattoo last week. I think it's sealing up pretty good. Lucian. We'll talk about this later. That's pretty cool. What's the significance of the tattoo? Dunno. Just thought it looks sick. Well, in my opinion, the only reason you need to get a tattoo is because you want one. Careful though, that number carries weight. Man, Joseph was way cooler. Jesus. Man, Joseph is a way cooler youth pastor than I thought. I just figured youth pastors popped out of the womb with a Bible. I wonder what he did before preaching. And without further ado, let's work some magic. Joseph closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and gets to work. With the greatest of ease, he sets patties on the grill, flourishing as he flips his spatula in the air. It's easily some of the best grill work I've ever seen. You guys think this is my first time in front of a grill? He's working faster now, effortlessly tossing cheese onto patties and perfectly grilling onions on the side. One after another, the dads take notice in a crowd around Joseph to admire his masterful technique. You probably didn't know this, Finn, but Joseph's known around here for his grillsmanship. He's unbelievable. I tried to get on his level, but I just can't catch up. Let us keep studying. He has a rare quality about him. Mustard, we keep talking about this. Can't we just appreciate the artist? I've never seen him make a mistake. Okay, we need to stop. This is getting too cheesy. Hugo. Oh, Hugo. Please stop! All the children at the party boo the glorious display of puns in unison. Alright guys, the food's ready. Please form an orderly barbecue. Amanda groans. We all grab our food and hang out. Everyone enjoying perfectly cooked cheeseburgers, hamburgers, cheeseburgers. Man, it's so wild how all us dads live in the same cul-de-sac. Kinda nice, isn't it? Feels like there's a real community here. Totally helps when you're just a single dad trying to raise a kid. We're happy to have you here, man. I think you're gonna like this neighborhood a lot. Plus, Amanda seems to be getting along with all the kids. If she decides to get into babysitting game, she'll really make a killing. Hey, why don't you add us all on Dadbook?
Oh.
Dadbook? Yeah, it's a great social network for dads to keep in touch with one another. We're all on it, so if you ever need to reach any of us, it's the simplest way to do it. Sorry, I'm just an old-fashioned dad. Social media goes over my head sometimes. Don't worry, Pops. I'll help you figure it out. The rest of the barbecue goes smoothly. We all trade stories and drink beer as our kids play on the lawn. Amanda breaks up a fight between Carmencita and those weird twins. I think they wanted her soul. Amanda and I walk back to our place as the sun sets over the neighborhood. Pretty fun party, don't you think? I felt like it was a networking event. I'm gonna get LinkedIn notifications out of this, I know it. I just know it. You don't think it's nice that people want to connect with you? Not when their affection jams up my inbox, metaphorically speaking. Well, hey, at least you met some cool old dads. You should hit them up on Dadbook. Maybe I will, if I ever figure out how social media works. I have a good feeling about this place. Me too, Dad. Amanda and I arrive home with the remnants of our veggie plate. Seems like nobody was really into the cauliflower. Any big plans for this evening? Actually, yeah, I'm going out with some friends. Oh. Is that okay? Of course. Just keep me posted and be home before midnight. You got it. And be careful. I will. Make good choices, of course. And call me if you need anything. Dad, you're not gonna do the whole thing where you wait silently for me to come home in the living room with all the lights off, are you? What? No, I've never done that, and we'll never do that. Okay. Do you have plans for tonight? My plans were kinda to eat ice cream and watch TV with Amanda, but I'll find something to do. I'm gonna throw a party. No, I'm just gonna work on some stuff. You know, dad stuff. I'm just relaxing tonight. Have fun, okay? Great. See you later. I watched Amanda drive off into the night. I really do hope she has fun. I plopped down in front of the TV and turned on some wine and dime mastermind with celebrity chef Gavin Champagne. He looks like Gavin's making a roasted rack of lamb with rosemary mashed potatoes. I'd love to be able to cook like that. Although I think if I was actually good at cooking, I'd use my powers for evil, like making baked Alaskas all day instead of any food of real nutritional substance. Man, Gavin Chapman was Chapman. That is indeed the name. Wow, holy shit. Alright. Gavin Chapman, who just caught that thing on fire, but he meant to do it. What a professional. I lose track of time and blaze through several episodes of Wine Dine Mastermind, and also one episode of some cooking show called Meat Hell. I'm not even sure what that one was about. It was just a lot of yelling. I glance at my watch. Man, it's almost midnight. I should check in with Amanda. I send a text. Hey kiddo, you good? I wander into the kitchen as I wait for a reply. Amanda's phone is almost always in her hand, so I'm sure she'll respond soon, unless she's driving home now, in which case I hope she doesn't respond soon because I definitely taught her better than to text and drive. You will get yourself killed. Do not do that. I reach into the freezer and grab an ice cream sandwich. It's a little late for this, but I think I earned it after a long day of socializing. I check my watch again, and then my phone. Nothing yet. Okay, now I'm worried. Worried. Do I call her? Do I call the cops? No. It's too soon for that. I'll just send a gentle reminder text. What's up? Half an hour passes. Now I'm really worried. The episodes of Gavin Chapman's Meat Hell are not the only assuaging my anxiety, but exacerbating it with all the yelling. So I keep pacing around the house, waiting for her to come back. Why didn't I find out where she was going, who she was with? Why didn't I know any of her friends' phone numbers? Why don't I even know any of her friends' full names? Who is Emma P? I decide to send her a text. Amanda, please text me and let me know you're okay. I can't help but think of all the awful things that could have happened to her. Oh, thank God it's her. Amanda opens the door and shuffles in. Finally, she's back home. I'm glad she's okay. Sup? Sweetie, thank God you're safe. Yeah. But now I know she's okay. I'm really mad. Why didn't you answer my texts? Amanda pulls her phone out of her pocket. Oh, whoops. Guess I didn't see those. She starts to walk toward her room. Amanda Ann. Whoa, we're pulling the middle name now. Amanda, you came home an hour and a half after your curfew and didn't respond to any of my texts. You really freaked me out. I was about to call the cops. Dad, you're seriously overreacting. You're not going to be like this when I go off to school, are you? You weren't responding at all, and it was just like when your dad... I had to stop myself from tearing up. Oh, Dad, I didn't mean to. I sit down on the couch and put my head in my hands. I feel very tired all of a sudden. You really scared me. Just, please don't do that again. Alright. I'm gonna go to bed now. Amanda closes the door to her room, and I head to mine. Jeez. As I'm falling asleep, one thing she said keeps echoing in my mind. You're not gonna be like this when I go off to school, are you? I definitely didn't sleep well last night. I brew some strong coffee and make some scrambled eggs for Amanda as a peace offering. She eventually wanders into the kitchen. Hey. Thought about what you said last night. I should have texted you. Said I was gonna do it, and I didn't. I honestly didn't even think about it. I'm really sorry, Pops. Won't do it again. Well... I also thought about it, and I'll try to give you space from here on out. I gotta trust that you can take care of yourself. Team Megan? Team Megan. Amanda gives me a hug. Want some eggs? You know it. Sprinkle some cheese on them. Already did. Bless you. Amanda scarfs down the eggs. In the time it takes for me to wash the pan. Alright, I'm off to school. Smell you later. Wait, one more thing before you go. What? What's Dad, Brooke? Dad, it's a social media platform. Wait, what? What's social media platform? Dad, I have to go to school. Come on, Amanda. I'm an old man. I can't put together Dad book profile on my own. Alright, I'll help you. Alright, I'll help you sound interesting on the internet. Amanda spends the next couple minutes setting up my profile in Dad book, which turns out is a place where dads get together to talk about fatherhood. Alright, Pops, we gotta fill out your profile. Let's get some likes and dislikes. And this time I gotta use my mouse, so it's gonna click, click, click. On a Friday night, you are most likely to polish and start making... Probably this. Especially if I work. I'm pretty much dead on Fridays. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what will it be? My favorite is a smart-ass answer. A boat, obviously. What are your turn-ons? Strong dad arms. What did you want to be when you grew up? A pro skater. Oh no, Prisoner of Space. That was the best one. What's your favorite movie genre? Old comedies? No. Yeah, more likely this. Whatever will make me cry. What's your ideal date? Probably this one. Eating a healthy dinner at 4 a.m. Which you never leave home without. My crippling low self-esteem. I spend a lot of time thinking about conspiracy theories. But also this one. I'm not actually a parent, but I have a friend who I consider very close to a child if I were to ever have one, so... See? That wasn't so bad. Yeah, that was actually kind of fun. Also, Amanda's awesome, so you know. I could totally spend all day here looking at people's profiles. You should message one of them, or more than one of them. All of these ads seem pretty interesting. Okay. I promised him I'll make some friends. Amanda gives me a hug. Go get him, Dad. And this, if it doesn't automatically save, we're gonna save. Bam. Yay. Okay. Now. Oh my god, okay, it's actually Robert. I've been planning this for a while. We're not gonna read his messages. You can find that online somewhere, I'm sure. If this does well, then maybe I'll do Hugo's, because I really do like Hugo's route. Formats, because I didn't do too well on Matt, but I love Matt. Robert was pretty nice. A little odd, but nice. And ruggedly handsome. We should hang out. I typed out a message for him on Dialbook. Hey Robert, good seeing you again at the cookout. Wanna grab a drink? I sit there for a second. I sit there for a couple seconds, hoping he'll message me back. Hey, it says that he read the message. I anxiously wait for a response. I'm gonna twiddle me thumbs. Hey, this is kind of enjoyable. Look at those thumbs go. They sure are twiddling. I wonder if Robert has replied yet. He's still not responded. Okay, fine. I start down the rabbit hole of cat videos and Robert quickly vanishes from my mind. I didn't realize how long I've been doing this, but by the time I watch maybe my 30th cat video, Robert pops back to my head. I jump back over to Dad, but can see if he's responded yet. I think, well, I guess that guy's busy. I might as well make the best of my day. Oh. Did I do this right or wrong? Because I know if you sleep like me, you get this. History Channel. Ooh, Naked and Afraid, Catching the Deadless Aliens is on. I'm so cold. I'm so scared. At this rate, I don't think we're ever gonna catch these aliens by day 50. I'm having trouble following this. Ancient astronaut theorists predict that being naked makes you 10 times more likely to find ancient aliens. Some suggest that aliens are fascinated with human physique, but most notably, the butt. Okay, I'm back in. Same. I lose several hours to whatever the hell this is. That was. Fine, I get up and walk around my house. My stomach growls. Time for lunch, huh? Well, I guess it's time for the old chef again to cook a gourmet delicacy. I walk over to the refrigerator and open the door. Microwave some eggs. It seems easy enough. I put some eggs in the microwave and set the timer. 3 minutes. These eggs taste like I got them out of a vending machine for a quarter. Rubber bouncy balls. I finish my snack and walk around the house some more. Bored. When's Amanda coming home? Oh, I just remembered something. When we were packing up the old house, we found a basketball hoop that was hanging off the door. It would really bring the living room together. I wonder where I put that. I spent a couple more minutes poking around in the new place until I find it. After installing it above one of the doors in the living room, I'm ready to dunk. Come on and slam. I take a leap from the free throw line and rocket that sucker down in the net. The crowd goes wild. And welcome to the jam. I pull up from the 3-point line, breaking ankles and sinking in a fadeaway. And I forgot the rest of the words to the song. No look behind the back hook shot. Everyone's on their feet. Something, something, Space Jam.
Huh.
Dad? I turn around to see Amanda standing in the doorway. Her eyes are a little puffy, almost as if she'd been crying. Hey, Amanda Panda. Are you alright?
I'm fine.
What are you doing? I, found the hoop. I'm taking it to the hole. Pass me the rock. Laser the ball. Granny. Yeah, well, Granny toss that out. I lead the league in blocks. Set the record for rebounds in my rookie year. Think you can handle this? What's a rebound? Oh, it's when someone misses a shot and the other player is trying to retrieve it. That's just kidding. Amanda zigzags past me and tips the layup into the hoop. Art of War, bitches. Amanda, language. Sun Tzu didn't care about language. I would argue that Sun Tzu cared very much about language. So once you write something as timeless as the Art of War, then you are allowed to swear. Amanda sticks out her tongue and dunks for another 2 points. Seriously though, are you okay? You look like you've been crying. Oh, dude, I'm cool. I just saw like this really cute dog on the way home. Let me pet its belly. Couldn't contain my emotions. Gladly. He was a little French bulldog named Jacqueline, and her tongue was permanently stuck out of her mouth. She had a little sweater on. Wow, I probably also would have cried if I got to pet her. She was so excited for tummy rubs. Oh no, I'm tearing up just thinking about it. But seriously, you know, you can talk to me about anything, right? Yeah, that's why I'm talking to you about my love of French bulldogs with you. Okay, just remember that it's okay to be sad, and also remember that I love you very much, and I only want what's best for you. That's all. Alright, jeez, don't make me cry again. Oh, okay. Just making sure. Maybe you should be less concerned with my face and more concerned about your full court press. Amanda and I played ball for a little longer. Then we cooked dinner together. We managed to not almost burn down the house this time. Afterwards, Amanda and I dig into the carton of ice cream over an episode of Chopped Toddler Tournament.
What you have in front of you is a molecular deconstructed sweet potato with brown sugar and demi-glaze with cream fraiche, of course.
This is literally a jar of baby food. The toddler immediately bursts into tears. Are we bad people for watching this? Yes. Just then, my computer dings. Huh? What's that? Oh, he probably just got a message. Amanda and I walk over to the computer to check Dad book. It's a message from Robert. You up? What you doing? What does that mean? What you doing? What am I doing? You're just chilling. I'm just chilling. I check back. Just chilling. Just chilling. It makes you look cooler. A couple moments pass. Another message pops up. Hey, that means he wants to hang out. I know what that means, Amanda. But it's kind of late. Come on, Pops. Live a little. I'm living with ice cream and traumatized toddlers. Well, it's your life, but I think you'd have a lot of fun tonight. You're trying to get to know the neighbors better, aren't you? Fine. I type back a message to Robert asking him for details, and he tells me to meet him at Jim and Kim's. Well, don't wait up for me. I never do. I throw on a nice jacket and run out the door. It's only a short walk to Jim and Kim's, and it's a beautiful night. My hand is itchy. I walk into the bar and see the usual crowd of barflies drinking beer and watching sports. I spot Robert at the back of the bar, and I wave hi and walk over to him. Hey man, how's it going? Hey buddy. Ahoy there, Skipper. Robert and Mary are here? Oh no. I brought Mary along. Figured we needed a drinking buddy. Oh man, I was excited to get to know Robert a little better. Now I have to deal with this weird married lady making passes at me. Trust me, she ain't interested. Don't look so scared, kiddo. We're just having a drink. Yeah, speaking of which, I think it's time for the first round. What are you having? Whiskey, straight up. Dad after my own heart. Hell yeah, look at those eggplants fly. Robert ordered 3 shots of whiskey and passes them between us. Well, this wasn't how I expected the night to be going. Here's to bad decisions and relaxed moral values, fellas. What have I gotten myself into? We all knock back the shots. I almost choke on the whiskey as it burns down my throat. Holy hell, that was a kick. I look over at Robert and Mary, who seem like pros at this. Robert grabs his jacket and throws it on. Let's get marching. What? The night's young, Chief. Come on, we're bar hopping. Oh, alright. We leave the bar and start walking down the street. I still don't know... Who's fucking texting me now? I still don't know this area of town very well, so I just follow Robert. Sucks it's not gonna ruin me. Just one sec. Okay. Yeah, it's good. So where are we headed? I wish I were drinking. It's an Irish pub. A good pun is the whiskey to my heart. Puns are the lowest form of humor, Finn. Try harder. Ouch. Am I gonna be the butt joke of the joke all night? Jesus, Mary. Put your fangs away for a second. We walk into the Irish I were drinking. Into Irish I were drinking. Yeah, okay. The bar is pretty much the same as Jim and Kim's, except for old-timey Irish memorabilia on the wall. Next round, what are you having? Whiskey hasn't... Oh, I'm good. I'm saving really quick, because I don't want to fuck this up, and if I fuck this up, I'm going back. Yeah, whiskey hasn't failed me, let's do it. Robert orders 3 more glasses of whiskey, and we post up in garish green booth. Mary slides in, settles next to Robert, which makes me breathe a sigh of relief. Let's sip with it. Let's sip this one, why don't we? Suit yourself. Mary immediately downs her shot in one gulp and burps loudly. That'll put hair on your chest. You are truly a paragon of grace and beauty. Mary grabs my drink and sips on it. Hey, Finn, be a dear and get us another round, will you? I don't know how to process this evening at all. I get up and order another round of drinks from the bartender, and as I head back, I see Mary and Robert having a lively conversation. Robert roars with laughter. I don't think I've ever seen the guy smile, let alone laugh. I take a seat across the booth from them and pass out the drinks. So it is kid snuck some pot brownies onto the table of the bake sale, right? And I spot that little hemp sweat-shirted gremlin in the act. So I go up to Edith with the baggie and I'm about to tell her when all of a sudden she just freaks out at me. "You're ruining the bake sale," she says. "I should have been the PTA president. Your roots are bad," and blah blah blah. So what'd you do? I told her to have a brownie, and that everything was going to be fine. They both erupt into laughter. I politely follow along with the story. She ate 3. More laughter. Okay, that was actually pretty funny. She called the cops and told them that time had stopped. Mary looks directly at me. "Do you smoke weed?" "What?" "You know, the devil's lettuce. I have 2 big fat blunts in my purse right now. Want to blaze?" Yeah, no, this is the one we go with. You with the feds? I worked hard for what I have, and no 2-bit corner boy is gonna get the drop the dime on me. So you take what you're pushing somewhere else, and I'll keep running my business the way I want to run it. What? Remember, you come at the king, you best not miss. Jesus, kid, dial it back. Robert giggles helplessly.
Hey.
I'm just kidding, cowboy. Lay off the kid, Mary. He might not be used to your brand of humor. Fine, fine. We all sit around and sip our drinks, people watching and cracking jokes. After a little bit of time, we begin to warm up to Mary. Her jokes become much funnier and much less scary. But it seems like she's not going anywhere anytime soon. I just wanted some alone time with Robert. I wonder if I can get her to leave somehow. Lots of eligible bachelors around here, huh? You know, I was hoping for a quiet evening with my friends. No drama, no unwanted advances, just friendship. But no, you gotta call me out like that. Mary, oh no, it's fine. Oh. Ouch. Okay, let's go back. Eek. Didn't realize it was that bad. Okay. And we're just gonna speed through this. Rewind. You with the feds. Okay, could you get the next round? You trying to ditch me, pal? No. Because if you're trying to ditch me, you can tell me to scram. No, it's fine. Finn wants alone time with his new best buddy, Robert. Read you loud and clear. The wingman breaks formation to pursue their prey. Now, if you fellas want to excuse me, Mary needs to sink her teeth into a helpless boy. Go with God. Nice seeing you. Deuces, nerds. Mary gets up and saunters over to a younger-looking guy at the bar. She grows on you. Does she, though? I feel like she kind of delights in making men suffer. Well, she does. But what about her and Joseph? What about him? You know, they're married, and she definitely tried to get in my pants the other night, and I gestured to her across the bar where she's making goo-goo eyes at the young guy from before. He looks like he's being held hostage. Oh, that's just a thing she does. She's harmless. Tell that to the boy she's hanging off of. Poor kid looks like he's seen a war. Robert lets out a hearty laugh. Hey, I got him to laugh. Oh man, you know I pegged you for one of those straight-laced types. Oh, don't worry, man. I got pretty wild back in my day. Still got a little wild in you. I think You Know It is also as good as There's So Much Wild. But also I feel like that I'm just gonna save again so I don't have to do this mistake every time. It gets so wild I've got a whole safari in here. Just really wild all the time. Yeah, I know he didn't buy that. I'm ashamed. So much shame. You know it. Robert orders a couple more rounds of shots. I gulp. What am I getting myself into? Think you can go shot for shot? There's only one way to look cool here. I grab the shot closest to me and down it. Robert looks impressed. He takes the shot and knocks it back. There's one. So, what do I even talk about? He's cool and you probably hate small talk. So how are things? I hate small talk. There we go. Okay. Too many people. And this isn't necessarily you, but too many people think they have to fill the dead air with noise. Personally, I think they're afraid of silence. Or if they're afraid of what other person is going to think of silence. If you want some unsolicited advice, just learn to be comfortable with silence. Nothing wrong with two people sitting in silence and drinking whiskey. Oh, alright. Robert and I sit in silence and drink whiskey. I take in the rest of the bar, patrons laughing, playing darts, spilling beer, Mary giving a hard sell to that young man, the young man pretending he got a phone call from one of his friends. Huh, maybe silence is nice sometimes. So, you ever kill a man? I choke on my drink. Excuse me? You know, watch the life drain from somebody's eyes. Not just their life, you know. Their hopes and dreams draining away, every memory and experience they have ever had gone. No? Great, me neither. Robert knocks back his shot and motions for me to do the same. I reciprocate. I'm just messing with you, relax. I laugh nervously. Or am I? I laugh nervously. Again. We sip more whiskey and watch people some more. Murray has her sights set on another man. And after another one excused himself to the bathroom, I assume, crawled out of the window. Gosh, this whiskey's hitting me hard. You betcha. Robert gets up out of the booth, shouldering his jacket. Let's roll. Sorry, whiskey, inside voices. Let's roll. Wait, what about Mary? Brother, Mary's gonna be just fine. I look over at Mary, who's lying on the bar front with some poor sap. She's singing happy birthday to him, while he insists that it's not his birthday. We make our way out of the bar and check back onto the street. I'm trying my hardest not to stumble, but man, the sidewalk is just coming right at me. I hope Robert doesn't notice that me tripping over my own feet like this is the first time I've ever been drunk. Where to? You'll see. I follow Robert through the street lamp spotlights until we eventually arrive at a run-down strip mall. There's a beauty salon, sex shop, computer repair store that looks like it's been closed for 10 years, and finally, a liquor store. Wait here, I'll be right back. After a minute, Robert returns with 2 wine bottles in brown paper bags. He hands one to me. Cheers. He sits on the curb and drinks. He motions for me to do the same. This is not really what I expected not really where I expected the night to go. I take a sip. White Zinfandel? What? Nothing. I just wasn't expecting. It's delicious, fruity, and refreshing. Don't judge me. I start to say something, think about his lecture on valuing silence earlier and stop. I sip on my way and watch cars drive by. Let's throw rocks at shit. What? Robert suddenly hurls a rock at a stop sign. The ding echoes throughout the empty parking lot. That felt good. He presses a stone into my free hand. Now you try. I don't know. With feeling. I look at the rock in my hand and look back at the stop sign. Back at the rock. Back at the stop sign. I know what had to be done. I've got a problem with authority. I hurl the rock at the sign and it sails over the stop sign, right into the window of a parked car, leaving a crack. Dude, run. I leap up and dart into the alley, whining hard. Hand! Jesus. I can hear Robert's footsteps behind me. After I'm sure I'm far enough away from the cracked window that I am no longer culpable for the heinous crime, I can stop and catch my breath. Maybe we strike the rock throwing for the to-do list. Agreed. Suddenly, my stomach growls. Oh man, I'm starving. Let's go get pizza. Can't argue with that. Where's good around here? Actually, I don't even care if it's good. I just need something edible and in my mouth in the next 5 minutes. I know just the place. I follow Robert through the maze of alleys and the side streets until we eventually end up in a tiny hole-in-the-wall pizza joint. The bright red neon sign reads, Pete's Pizza Pizza. Ta-da! I can see a few exhausted-looking workers from behind the counter tossing dough and piping hot pizzas right out of the stove ovens. My stomach rumbles again. We go up to the counter and get ready to order. Can I get 2 high slices of Hawaiian? Oh wait, Finn, you're cool with pineapple on your pizza, right? Of course, I fucking love pineapple pizza. We wait a minute for our pizza to come out of the oven. I'm practically drooling at the smell. The cashier hands us each a giant slice on a paper plate saturated with grease that I'm worried will fall apart. So saturated with grease that I'm worried it will fall apart. We take our pizzas outside and wander through the alleyways as we eat. I take a bite. It's absolutely delicious. Pineapple's truly the best pizza topping. You said it. Man, I feel way better now. You and me both. We hear a noise coming out of a slightly ajar door in the alleyway. Robert looks at me excitedly. Got any more awhile than you? You betcha. Good on ya. Robert and I slide the door open and peek inside. It's completely dark except for a flickering light. We slowly creep forward, cautious not to be heard or seen. Shh. Don't shush me so loud. Shh. We come to the end of the hallway and find ourselves standing in the front of a movie screen. Oh, this suddenly makes sense. Do we really just sneak into a movie theater like a couple of teenagers? No talking during the movie. We look into the audience and surprised to find that it's completely empty, save for a row of a few teenagers in the front. They look annoyed when they notice us. Robert starts making his way to the very back of the theater, and I follow him. We settle in with our wines and try to make sense of this movie. It's a romantic comedy, I think. A young man is frantically trying to get through New York to find the woman that he's finally realized he's in love with. Kiss already. There's no one to kiss yet. You want him to kiss the taxi driver? Hell yeah. The kids down the way notice us heckling. One of them speaks up. Hey man, keep it down. Oh damn, that's Ernest Hemingway. Hugo's kid. Ernest! Hey Ernest! I know you, it's me, your neighbor, hi! Ernest turns back around, embarrassed. We turn back to Robert. He kissed anyone yet? Turns out that yes, he did kiss someone. He made his way out into a tiny island near New York to profess his love for a woman who for some reason knew he would be there. She tells him that they hit the jackpot. He said that they had. But I think there was some subtext I was missing. Boo, love is dead. Shut up, it's beautiful. No, you shut up. Ernest grumbles. The credits start to roll over. I stand up. Robert immediately pulls me back down. Hundreds of people worked hard to make this film happen, and you're just going to sit here and appreciate them. Oh, okay. Look at that. Elizabeth Shelton, she worked really hard. I bet she did lots of good wardrobe design. Thank you, Elizabeth Shelton. This is a beautiful film-going experience. And Peter Anders, catering, fed a bunch of people so that they could have the energy to do their jobs. What a guy. We let the credits roll while Robert individually thanks every member of the crew. Once it's finally over, he makes sure no animals are harmed in the making of this film. We leave the I can English so good. Movie theater. We stumble into the parking lot, polishing off the rest of our wine. Hey assholes! Out of nowhere, a rock flies through the air and hits me in the knees. My knee! What the hell? Ernest and his friends stand in the alleyway, blocking our exit. Oh, what do you guys want? Why'd you go and throw a rock at my knee? This is my good knee. My orthodontist is gonna be so pissed. Ernest tosses another rock up and down in his hands. What's wrong with this kid? You ruined my theater-going experience. Now you have to pay. Oh, well, I don't have any cash on me right now, and maybe you got really expensive? Ernest hucks another rock at my other knee. I'm able to jump out of the way, but didn't properly stretch before physical activity. I'm probably going to be Superstore in the morning. Not Superstore. We ruined it for you? That movie was pretty crappy in the first place. Hey, you take that back. That was a beautiful love story with really genuine acting. You call that good acting? What classist, mainstream slop have you been served your entire life? What? Have you ever seen anything by Michael Powell? A Matter of Life and Death? 1946? Easily the toughest 5 minutes of love you'll ever witness. Listen, man. What? No, you listen. That popcorn-ass drivel the mass media is shoveling down your throat is only going to make you dumber and sadder. You, of all people, should strive for a higher standard in the art you consume. Your name is Ernest Hemingway, for Christ's sake. Oh, now you've done it. Ernest rushes Robert, screaming like a banshee. I dive between Ernest and Robert, trying to stop the kid. He lunges forward, kicking me as hard as he can in the knee. Fuck my knee! Robert gets in between Ernest and myself, as if he's seeing red. My fucking knee hurts. Fuck. Alright, buddy. Alright, buddy. Talk like a punk, get hit like a punk. Robert squares up in a boxster stance. Queensberry rules. 3 minutes. 3-minute rounds. With 1 minute rests in between. No low blows, fish hooks, J grabs, or high blows. What? And that doesn't even... And don't even think about turning an illegal turnstile. That's an automatic deduction of 3 points.
What?
You'll have to designate a second if you're unable to fulfill your role as main duelist. One of your friends over there looks like he's got enough youthful vivacity to handle it. Hey man, I don't want to get dragged into that movie sucked. It's too late. You two are bloodbound. If he dies, you do. You die. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Talk to Queensbury. We're just gonna go. Ernest and his friends warily back away. Robert calls after them. The Queensbury Association will hear about this and consume better content. Once the teams are safely out of earshot, Robert turns to me. Were you about to actually fight a kid? Are you kidding me? I would never hit a child. That would be despicable. You throw rules at them though. They always vote. No one wants a Queensberry sanctioned throwdown. But full disclosure, I made half of it up. Wow. See, you don't even have to know the rules. You just make them up. Come on, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Robert and I cool down a bit as we walk back to the neighborhood. I'm so sorry. I get really into the art of filmmaking when I'm drunk. It's okay. I think it's cool how much you like movies, to be honest. I don't know a lot about them myself. Bullshit, I learn lots. Buddy, I got so much to show you. You ever seen any of Sam Fuller? I haven't.
Yeah.
Fuller's Cash. Thank you for defending my honor, but also I feel like the adventure one was the best one. Adventure's all I got, buddy. Nope, that's not the one. It's the first one. Defending honor. And then the audio's gonna go. Thanks for defending my honor. It's a little strange when you say it like that, but sure, why not? Robert throws an arm around my shoulder, and we drunkenly belt out tunes all the way back. We finally get to his doorstep. That was an interesting night. I liked it. A smile forms on his cheeks, a rare sight. It's not that rare. He was giggling like a helpless maniac earlier. Let's hang out again soon, yeah? Yeah. I linger there for a second, swaying drunkenly in the night breeze. Robert claps me on the shoulder. Night, bud. Robert heads back inside, and I stumble my way back home. Yay! Look at those stat points. S!
Uh-oh, where'd my pants go?
God, fucking... Okay, anyways, that's what we're gonna call the episode, because my disk space can't handle it, and thank you for listening.